far from the favourite in the high jump. And there is one of the favourites in the 200 metres, Fred Curley. He goes in semi-final number 1. My business is not done, said the newly crowned world champion over 100 metres, upgrading his Olympic silver. Remember, we're watching a guy who's one of only 3 in history to go sub-10, sub-20, sub-44 seconds. He has got great speed endurance, and he might need it here because this is a very high-quality semi-final. As is always the case, only the top 2 coming back for the final. Quickly back to this high jump. Gerashenko needed 2 at 196. She's in a podium position at the moment, but it would really help if she could go first time at 198. Oh yes, not 1 Ukrainian, but 2 are over 198. The proud European nation going very well indeed. The women's 200 semi-finals were spectacular. We're expecting the same here from the men. Jerome Blake goes on the outside for Canada. Second in the national champs over the 1 and 200 metres. Pan-American finalist. He's in PB shape this year with that 20.04 and he's gone 10 seconds flat for the 1. Massive talent inside him. He's going to have to go like a steam train on the outside. Nathaniel Mitchell-Blake, just off the podium in London 5 years ago. Trains with Noah Lyles. I wonder how much of it has rubbed off. 2011 to qualify for the semis. Hear the roar for one of the stars of the week in Eugene. Fred Curley, the newly crowned world champion over 100 metres. 3rd at the US trials. Dambile, 5th in the African Championships. Great qualification from him. I wonder if he can improve on that PB of 2029. He might need to. Joseph Fambula, NCAA champion, is well known in the States. He represents Liberia. He was first in Heat 1 with 20.12. Alexander Agando. He's a 44.6 400-metre runner, as he proved, helping the Dominican Republic win the mixed 4x4 relay. Watch for him in 3. Izuka, former world junior champion, ran really well to make it through from Heat 2. And what a shame, Johan Blake of Jamaica should be on the inside. He squeaked through as a non-automatic qualifier and has decided it's not to be his day. Izuka, Japan in 2, Ogando, Dominican Republic in 3, Fambula, Liberia in 4, Dambile, South Africa 5, Curley, USA 6, Mitchell-Blake, Great Britain 7, Jerome Blake of Canada on the outside. Top 2 going through to the final. Curley is in 6th, 3rd from the left. There was a long hold there to add to the tension. Curley yet to explode to life. The South African running well round the bend, and Curley's got a little bit to do here. Ogando leads here, and Fred Curley's out of this. Ogando and Fambula by a long, long way. Fred Curley grimacing as he crosses the line. I wonder whether he's tired or whether he's got a hamstring problem. Either way, what a brilliant run from Ogando. Comfortably inside 20 seconds. Every time we see him on this track, he just gets better and better. Brilliant leg in the mixed relay for the Dominican Republic. He ran a very quick heat to qualify, 20.01, and he's now down to 19.91. And Fambule of Liberia, the NCAA champion, still producing the goods after a very long season. There will be no Fred Curley in the final. This was another national record for Ogando, taking a 10th off that mark, and he could be a factor come the final. Great qualification, and Curley does look like he's limping. He was grimacing down the home straight, and quite frankly, he was never in it.
You talked about the Dominican Republic team bringing their A-game team, and they have been. Every round they have been showing up. see Ogando here in lane 3, getting out, making it impossible for Fambule to come back. Also, it could just be that they knew that the two of them were already into the semifinals or the finals, so that they didn't have to be concerned. But another record. Every time he shows up, he is showing out. And you can see Fred Curley grimacing. So I'm assuming that it is something going on with maybe a hamstring.
What a fantastic week it's turning out to be for the Dominican Republic. Alexander Ogando with yet another national record through to the final. So too Joseph Fambula of Liberia. Blake and Mitchell Blake, I'm not sure, 20.29 and 23.0. There are really quick men in the second and third who might deny them a place on the non-automatic list. It's cooling down a fraction here. There's a nice fist bump between Noah Lyles and Jareem Richards. Lyles is the defending champion. He's drawn in the lane outside Kenny Bednarek. So the two American teammates in 4 and 5, and the brilliant Jareem Richards from Trinidad and Tobago in lane 3. 4 women clear at 1.98. The bar moves up to 2 metres. Breathless track and field here from start to finish. We've still got an hour to go. Please don't go out if you're staying awake. And it's the middle of the night wherever you're watching. Put the coffee on, I promise you it'll be worth it. Only an hour to go. Come on, you can do it. Guy Manangagora on the outside in this second semi-final. National record for Gabon. Fantastic to see the proud nation represented here in the semis. Onwards Enrique, world junior champion for Nigeria. He goes inside Gora. 10.26 in the heats, the 100. Now to 4 really tasty lanes. Luxolo Adams, second in Rabat and Rome, then scorched to 1982, winning the Paris Diamond League. He's in the form of his life, and he'll need to be because the defending champion's inside him. Noah Lyles, bronze in Tokyo. He wishes it will be all gold again in Eugene, as it was in Doha. Massive reception from the crowd. He looks relaxed. Now it's time to get his game face on and deliver. They call him Kung Fu Kenny. Kenny Bednarek, the Olympic silver medalist. Drawn inside Lyles. 4th in the national champs, but they can bring 4 because Lyles was the defending champion, so they get an extra spot. Jareem Richards, world indoor champion over 400 metres. He is a brilliant, brilliant one-lap runner, and he's not bad at the half-lap either. Got a bronze in London in 17. Joe Ferguson of Great Britain, second in the national champs. A non-automatic qualifier with 20.33. He'll need more. Maybe he can break his PB. Tarsius Origot, world junior finalist last year. The Ugandan making history for them through to the semi-finals of the 200 metres. He will need the race of his life. Origot, Uganda in 1. Ferguson, Great Britain 2. Richards, the 400-metre world indoor champion in 3. Bednarek, the Olympic silver medalist in 4. Lyles, the defending champion in 5. Adams, the winner of the Paris Diamond League in 6. Onwards Enrique, world junior champion in 7. And Gora, the national record holder for Gabon, on the outside. This semi-final is absolutely loaded, and only 2 of these men are guaranteed a place in the final. What a racing prospect. Lyles goes in 5, the defending champion. It's a clean start and a big roar from the crowd. They're desperate to see Lyles go well. The Nigerian up onto the shoulder of Gora on the outside. Lyles leading with Bednarek in second, but watch for Richards closing because he uses that 400-metre speed. Lyles is going to take this. A furious drive for the line from Richards, but he loses out. It's the defending champion Lyles and the Olympic silver medalist Bednarek who make it automatically through from that second semi-final. And how about that? 19.63. Now he was working pretty hard, but he was easing down towards the line. That is a magnificent time from Noah Lyles for a semi-final. And Bednarek second, 19.84.
Once again, Noah Lyles shows Noah Lyles' style. When he got to 40 meters to go, he looked around and shut it off.
Richards should be okay there, and he should be so pleased with that performance. 19.86. That's only 0.03 of a second outside his PB, and surely a time that fast will be good enough for one of the non-automatic spots. He was only a couple of hundredths behind Bednarek. He was coming, and he just ran out of room.
That was a great race. Trying to see when I saw. You see Kung Fu Kenny coming around the curve, and he knows that he's got to stay with Lyles in order to get in, because they're only taking the top two in the next two fastest times, and he wants to be in that number.
That's a great run from Lyles, it really is. 19.62 Noah Lyles. Bednarek with a big season's best. I think Richards will be okay at 19.86. And at the moment, Luxolo Adams of South Africa is the second of the non-automatic qualifiers. No room for Jerome Blake or Mitchell Blake, who were third and fourth in the first of the semis. One more to come. Will Smith. She moves into the lead, and the favourite is now under massive pressure. Third semi-final, men's 200 metres. Aaron Brown on the outside. Made the final of the one. Multiple relay global medalist for Canada, including the silver last year. Finished third, but the Brits were disqualified, so upgraded to silver. He's got a big medal cabinet when it comes to the relays, but he'd love an individual medal to go alongside him. He's on the outside in lane 8. Xi of China became the first Chinese man into a 200-metre final in Doha. 7th on that occasion. He'd love a chance to upgrade. Ueyama, national champion. PB in May and another one in the heat, 20.26. Philippe Utortu made the 100-metre final in Doha. Can he make the 200-metre final here in Eugene? A magnificent anchor leg for history for Italy in Tokyo. Now to the fourth fastest man in history, and guess what? He's still only 18. Arian Knighton. He became America's youngest Olympian on the track since 1964 last year, and only just missed a medal. He'll be one of the favourites for one here. Rashid Dwyer, 7th in the Tokyo final. He's been around a long time, the 33-year-old, and he's a really experienced performer. He will believe he can qualify from this semi-final. Giancarlos Martinez. I wonder if he knows how well his compatriot Alexandra Agando ran in semi-final 1. Caleb Law, only 18 years of age, third in heat 6, but he makes it through as a non-automatic qualifier. What a brilliant achievement at such a tender age to make the semis. The Australians back home will be over the moon. Could he break his PB and go closer to a place in the final? Law, Australia 1, Martinez, Dominican Republic 2, Dwyer, Jamaica 3, Knighton, USA in 4, Tortu, Italy 5, Ueyama, Japan in 6, Xi of China in 7, Brown on the outside for Canada. We've seen Noah Lyles scorch to a 19.62. What response do we see here from Arian Knighton, who goes in lane 4? Tortu usually starts well in the familiar blue of Italy, and he has done, but look at what Knighton's doing on the inside. Brown trying to get in the mix on the outside for the second spot. The Canadian's running well, but Knighton is floating down the track. Watch the clock at the end. 19.77. Very, very close on the line between Brown of Canada and Tortu. I'm not quite sure who got the dip for the second spot, but 19.77. That is a brilliant response to Noah Lyles' performance of 19.62. What a final we have in prospect. They were separated only by 2 100ths at the US Championships. And another World Junior record. He now has 8 of the top 11 World Junior times in history. And guess what? He's still going to be a World Junior for the whole of next year as well, because he doesn't turn 20 until the very start of 2024. Brown has outdipped Tortu by 3/1000ths of a second. It was too tight to call to the naked eye. But what about that from Arian Knighton?
Oh my goodness. I mean, he made a charge from the beginning and kept going. Like you said, he's only 18 years old and he's so composed. He actually looked like he was not sure if he liked that race at the end because he was looking up